Good morning, everybody. So, apologies I'm a little bit late this morning. I've had a few technical issues with getting on live, so hopefully you can all see and hear me this morning. So, day 5 of this series on productivity and how to be more productive during your weeks, and day 5 is decision day. Now, making decisions is a big part of everything we do, and ultimately everything action-wise that we take comes off the back of any of the decisions that we make. So, why is decision making so important in being productive? Surely it's a completely separate topic, it's a completely separate matter. Why do we need to be a good decision maker? And what actually determines being a good decision maker? If making decisions quickly or in a concise way isn't something you do all the time. So I wanted to explore this a little bit this morning because I think being paralyzed by analysis, so paralysis by analysis is a big thing, and making decisions can really move things forward at a rate of knots. But at the same time, overthinking before you make a decision can really hinder performance, where you go, results, etc, etc. So day 5 is decision day, and decisions are crucial in everything. So you might be thinking, okay, well, why is decision making so important in productivity? Well, for the exact reason that we've spoken about all week long, that if you're not clear and concise in what you're doing, you're not clear and concise in what you're trying to achieve, you don't prioritize, you don't write things down, all of those things require you to make a decision. Now, if you're not making decisions on any of those actions, then nothing ultimately will be achieved. Nothing will allow you to keep moving forwards. So you've got to make sure that even the small decisions that you're making, you recognize that you are making decisions. So I'm not going to go too deep into this because decision making is a very broad topic. We could cover a lot of psychology behind decision making. So I'm going to keep this very high level, very overview. And if you want more information or you want to talk and discuss this further, then please do just reach out to me. So why decision making then? Why do we need to be a good decision maker? Why do we need to keep ourselves making decisions all the time? So morning everybody, I can see some of the comments, it's been a little bit slow on coming through, so do keep saying hi and interacting. Hopefully it will come up if you are, if you are commenting. So making decisions allows us to continue to move forward and continue to achieve results, continue to get the results that we're working towards and aiming for. The difficulty that we have, and I'm sure a lot of you watching will agree or have experienced this, is that we get worried or we get anxious about making a decision that somebody else won't like. And we are worried about the perception, the impression, and all these other things that are going to be received or pushed back onto us when we make those decisions. Now, the difficulty with that is that if we were always worried and always concerned about what somebody else thought about the decisions we made, then we would never make any decisions. And if we were always concerned that that decision wasn't going to be right for anybody and everybody, then we would never do anything. We would never take any action, we'd never get any results, and we would literally just stand still or even go backwards in what we were doing. So we have to draw a line at some point and say, no, I am making this decision, this is what I'm going to do, and then we continue to move forward. And that then leads us into the next scenario of, well, was that the right decision to actually make? You know, should I have made that decision, or should I have let that decision be made by somebody else? Which is a really interesting scenario. Just to quickly sideline onto that is, if you're not comfortable making decisions on your own, and you allow somebody else to make decisions for you, then you're always reliant and dependent on somebody else to make the decision. But what if you're not happy with what that person has decided? What if you're not happy with the result from that decision? How many of you have had that scenario whereby you've let somebody else make a decision, take the lead, take charge, they've done something, and then in your mind you're going, I knew we shouldn't have done that, but you never made the decision to do something different, Therefore, you had to work with the result of somebody else's choice. And for you personally, and for them personally, those results equate to different things. So bringing it back to why decision making is so important is that whether it's the right decision in your own mind or it's the wrong decision in your own mind, you've taken that step forwards. And whether it's business, whether it's your job, whether it's sideline hobbies and interests, making decisions allows you to continue to come up against challenges and then continue to find solutions. So whether it was a straight line or the windiest road you've ever been down to get to your end result, you get to your end result. And it makes you more concise, it makes you think broader, more creatively, and it allows you to find solutions that you didn't know were possible. So how do we become a better decision maker? So there is a great book, and I'll pop the link in here after this video, which, and I won't give away the title just yet. So when you're looking at making a decision, what you've got to do is think about, okay, what is it I need to get done? What do I need to do? What action am I going to take? And you give yourself 5 seconds. So it's the 5-second rule. And you count down backwards from 5. So you don't count up to 5, and because that's never ending. You know, you can go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you can keep going. So you count backwards from 5, and as soon as you get to 1, you move. And whether it's standing up, taking action, starting to walk, starting to write, whatever that looks like, well, as soon as you get to 5, you have to take action. And you'll be very, very surprised that when you do this, you move, or you start writing, or you start taking action. And it's very, very liberating to experience and feel that I've made a decision and now I'm committed to doing it. And now I'm committed to taking that action. Now I'm committed to moving forwards to get the result that I'm working towards. So you've got to be really, really diligent, really focused, but give yourself 5 seconds, count down from 5, and then allow yourself to take action. And as soon as you get to 1, be disciplined and move. Start writing, start taking action, whatever it is. But it's simply 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and off you go. Every time. Try this out, test it, see what it's like for you. But I guarantee it will help you make decisions more quickly. It will help you make decisions that then spark intrigue, interest, more creativity, more thought process and flows to allow you to get more solutions, move forward in what you're doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we go. And do that over and over and over. The best one for it is, if you're like me, I used to struggle to get out of bed in the morning. So when I was swimming, I used to get up, the crack of dawn, on the alarm clock every morning, no problem at all. Out of that routine, really, really struggle to get out of bed. Now, if I'm struggling to get out of bed, simply laying there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm up. And it gets you moving, it gives your body time to realise that, okay, this is now happening. It's kind of a self-management and expectation management, and you literally get yourself up and going. So some of you are probably thinking, okay, well, that's pretty simple. You know, why would I need to do that? Just give it a go and see what it does, see what it changes, see what it allows you to do in such a short space of time. Because I guarantee you'll be surprised at how many more decisions you make just by doing this very, very small and simple exercise. And don't overthink the result. So we're all very good at overthinking. Some of us are better than others, and I was probably one of those a little while ago, where I'd overthink the result. You know, a lot of what we do now, I'm constantly thinking, okay, well, what's the impact on other people when we do this? You know, how is this going to affect others? And if we continually think in that way and in that mindset, it's going to cause us to not do anything. It's going to cause us to not take action or achieve results. So we've got to make sure that we don't overthink what it is we're doing. If we need to make a decision, think about the pros, the cons, and then take the action. Because we're never As much as we don't want to believe this, we're never going to please everybody. We're never going to get it right 100% of the time. We're probably never going to get it right 90% of the time or 80% of the time. It's about taking action, finding solutions and moving forwards. Speak to anybody you know, whether it's in business, family, etc., and ask them of a scenario that they thought was going to happen and if it actually happened that way. We've said before, what about all those conversations that we have in our own minds that we are dreading having with somebody or that we're facing, and then we actually go and have that conversation and it's nothing like we thought it was going to be. So if we overthink things, it stops us from making decisions, and ultimately making a decision is the right decision, as cliche as that might sound. But as long as we make a decision, it is the best thing for us to do. So really, really think about this over the next week, over the weekend. Count down from 5, take action and make a decision to do what you thought was the right thing to do. And just see what it does. See what results you get from it. If you're thinking, okay, well, what if I make the wrong decision? Well, you've not made a wrong decision. I think it's a bad phrase, because you've made a decision that wasn't as straightforward as you thought it was going to be. So you've presented a new challenge, or you've been presented with a new challenge. You now need to find a new solution to see that decision through. So it's not about making the wrong decision. It's about making a decision and working towards the final solution, the final result from that decision. So really, really think about this. I think this is a great way to finish the week off, because you've had lots to think about this week on productivity, how we can do more, and making decisions. I think I need a penny for every time I said decisions in this video as well. But making a decision is something that we need to do in order to be productive. So it really ties all of this together. So give it a go. Count down from 5. I'll post the link to the book and the audio in the comments below. Make sure that you're commenting, interact, feedback on how this goes for you, because I'll guarantee it. It works 100% of the time. Give yourself that 5-second grace, count down, and make that decision. Get moving. Make more decisions. Don't overthink them. Worry about the results and the challenges via finding more solutions. Don't worry about the outcomes until you've achieved them, and just make sure we're constantly moving forwards. So that is my round off day 5 of this how to increase your productivity. Hopefully that's been useful. I'm going to create an infographic for this week's series so that we can send that out to you if you'd like that. If you would like an infographic summarizing this week's videos, please do let me know, and I'll make sure we email that across or we get that out to you. And again, let us know how you're getting on. Let us know how these results are, because it's changed the way me and James do business. It's changed the way we interact with our clients. It's made us more productive in what we're achieving. So it'd be great to see how you guys get on and what results you achieve as well. So that's all from me this morning and this week. I might be on a live video again later on today, so keep an eye out for that, but I'm not going to explain why until later on. Any questions, anything we can help with, as always, do reach out to us, do let me know. And if I don't speak to you before, have a great weekend. Bye for now.